Now at 4, we are tracking the possibility of evening storms moving in sometime over the next several hours.
Also, a swatting crackdown, the latest target, and how it's being tackled by local lawmakers.
Plus, the long-awaited trail in Indianapolis that's about to open. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News.
Boy, oh boy, hope you got a chance to enjoy the warm, nicer weather earlier today, because you can see from this image things are about to change.
I think they've already changed.
Yeah.
Look at this, a storm system creeping along. This is what our future track is showing. It is expected to bring strong winds, rain, and potentially snow showers. Meteorologist Rob Ellis is here. You did give us a warning, but I still am a little shocked that we're saying snow showers.
Yeah, it's a typical spring storm. Starts out with the warm sector. That's what's moving through and giving us a chance for severe. After that, on the backside, colder air moves in, and yes, there's a chance for snow. Let's get right into it because I do have a lot to talk about. So let's show you what to expect. Weather impact alert, because we want to alert you to the possibility of storms moving our way. Already seeing a tornado watch that's in place 2 hour west. Now, we are not seeing too much begin to fire as far as storms. However, when we shift a little farther to the west, you can already see there are some tornado warnings, including a confirmed tornado that is on the ground approaching Peoria. Where we're going to be watching here for central Indiana is how much of these storms, how many of these storms and how strong will they be as they continue to march to the east. At some point, we do expect that the tornado watch will be extended farther to the east, but it's going to depend on just how different things evolve as we get into the afternoon. Now, here's the latest severe weather outlook. This is just issued moments ago from the Storm Prediction Center. Has maybe nudged things slightly to the south, but overall it doesn't change much for our forecast. We are expecting the storms to initiate to the west and continue moving to the east. They should weaken with time, but we still have that concern for severe storms. Here's what we're looking at for the tornado watch. This is going to go until 10 p.m. Now, I know it's not technically in most of the metro and points to the east, but it's a timing issue. The storms are going to continue marching to the east, and as they get a little bit closer and develop, we'll likely see that watch extended east. Will it be a severe thunderstorm watch or a tornado watch? That remains to be seen. As far as what we're looking at here, the storms are expected to continue moving to the east with a little bit of a north component. So by 6 p.m., I'd maybe adjust the timing here slightly. We expect to see the storms crossing the Illinois-Indiana state line. By 7 or 7:30, we're likely going to see the chance for storms in the metro. I think by about 8 to 9, we'll start to see these continue pushing out of the metro and then moving out of the state sometime after around maybe 10:30 or 11 o'clock. That gets you a good timing so that by the time these storms move out of here, then some much colder air is going to move in, and that much colder air will give us that chance for a few showers and storms. But this is really the time frame here. I'd say between about 7 to 11 when we are concerned about the possibility of some of these storms being on the strong to severe side. What type of severe weather are we expecting? I'll be back in a bit with a look at the tornado threat, the severe weather threat, the wind threat, and the hail threat coming up.
All right. Thank you so much, Rob. And remember, you can stay ahead of today's storm with the WTHR weather app. It will alert you to any changes in the forecast. And if you do not have this app, you can get it. It's a free download, and we will have live radar streaming all night on WTHR Plus, so you can follow the severe weather along. It is free on your smart TV.
To other news now, a 14-year-old boy is dead after being hit by a vehicle in Anderson. This happened last night around 11 o'clock near South Scatterfield Road and State Road 32. The boy died on the scene. The driver did stay and is cooperating with investigators.
So you may have heard the term swatting. It's been used in recent years, and that's because it has happened to some politicians, celebrities, and even different ethnic groups.
Our 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker shares what swatting means and how lawmakers at the State House are now addressing it.
Swatting is when somebody calls police to make a false report that there's a dangerous situation at an address, and the police show up at that address. The caller usually says that it's a dangerous situation, like a domestic violence situation or a dangerous person. Well, now there is a bill to increase the penalties for swatting that includes time behind bars. Lawmakers on the House's Courts and Criminal Code Committee heard the details of Senate Bill 198 Wednesday morning. The bill increases the penalties for swatting, falsely reporting that someone is dangerous at an address. causing a police officer to go there, leading to anyone at that address feeling terrorized, threatened, or intimidated. SB 198 increases the penalty for swatting from a misdemeanor to a felony, punishable with a prison term between 6 months to 2.5 years and up to a $10,000 fine. The executive director of the Indianapolis Jewish Community Relations Council spoke about how swatting has impacted the Jewish community, both here and across the country.
The Jewish community has regularly been the victims of swatting both here in Indianapolis and across the country. Since 2023, there have been 400 swatting incidents across the country that have targeted Jewish communal institutions, community centers, synagogues, as well as our own Jewish community center here in Indianapolis. So we just appreciate this legislation taking this issue seriously.
Now, this bill had bipartisan support in the Senate, and the same was true today coming out of this House committee. It passed out of committee by a unanimous vote. At the Indiana State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
Thank you, Emily. And as the weather warms up here in central Indiana, more and more people will be hitting the trails. And now a new one is about to open.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting news. We're talking about the Nickel Plate Trail here in Indianapolis. And our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick is here in studio with us today with a preview of her story tonight. This really is exciting.
It is, and we are so close to being done. And once it's complete, it will run from the fairgrounds at 42nd Street all the way up to 96th Street there at the county line near Hague Road. So quite a far distance we have here. And I know the big question today, of course, is when is this all going to get done, right? So you've probably seen these construction barriers near the trail reading sidewalk closed. They're pretty much at every entrance. And many are confused because the asphalt looks done and the trail looks open. But Indy DPW said they still need a few more months before it's officially done. Take a listen.
Right now, I think we've got some paving left to do between 62nd and 82nd in some spots, and we're working on a lot of other random items too, like tree grading, freshening up some crosswalks, signal pole foundations, tree gradings, all the little things, and signage as well.
So right now, Indy DPW, they're hoping to open everything by sometime in June. So we're getting really close to that, and I'm going to have much more coming up at 5:30.
So is this going to connect to other trails as well then?
That is the really exciting part about this. So you could hop on the Nickel Plate Trail, take it all the way up. You can get onto more trails in Hamilton County. And then also at the fairgrounds, you can go to the Fall Creek Trail and also the Monon. So you can really go anywhere you want now in Marion County.
I will say, Southsiders are jealous, are we not?
Some
Yeah,
going
we're
south,
jealous.
right?
Yeah, we need some going
That's
south.
what's
We'll put
needed.
that bug in.
Yeah, that's
Connect
next.
it.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much. Well, this afternoon, we are hearing from the new head coach of the Hoosiers.
Darren DeVries appeared at his first press conference since taking the job at IU. DeVries comes to Bloomington from the University of West Virginia. He's also coached at Drake University. According to IU, the 49-year-old has 24 years of Division I experience. DeVries says building a championship culture means paying attention to every piece from the coaches to the players.
We can't cheat the process. The work has to go into it. The type of players that we bring into our program have to match what we're about. I think the majority of your winning takes place on the very front end. You know, your coaching staff, the players you bring into your program, you know, what are their qualities? What's important to them?
We are working to learn the details of his contract. Our Samantha Johnson will share more of what the coach had to say ahead on 13 News at 5 and 6.